Hello, everybody. Well, we're in the month of December. I think next week or a week and a half from now, it will be Christmas. By then, of course, winter would have already started. The season of winter. Right now, we're in what, the 15th of December, and this is the late autumn. And believe me, it's cold outside, cold, damp, and windy. It's getting colder and colder, but then some days it gets warm. You know, the climate is always kind of crazy. You know, many times it's cold, but sometimes it's warm, depending on the climate. One thing to be sure of, that in the late fall, which we are in right now, and the winter, which is going to be upon us soon enough, there's going to be the common cold going around. Chest congestion, coughing, sore throat, sinuses, you name it, the common cold. And so I decided to make this video. Why? Because I'm going to tell you something that you should always have in your medicine cabinet during this season. And let me tell you a story about it. Now, if you can see, I'm holding a box of Vick's VapoRub. And I can see here, written in the box on the red area here. Let me get my glasses. It says cough suppressant right here on the red area. Let's see if you can see it. Right there. See it? Let's focus in there. It says cough suppressant, and it says topical analgesic. See that? Let me see if I can see it. Can you see it? Right there. Can you make it? Now, the thing about this is that this is very important. We never have a common cold. This is good to have. Now, let me tell you something. My family always been using Vick's VapoRub for years. And let me tell you, at the beginning of the fall or autumn, when it began, I always like to stock up on Vick's VapoRub. Now, a couple of months ago, I went to the store and I bought 3 for storage. This one, and this one. And if you can see, empty. Empty. Almost empty. And let me tell you something. If your family is always getting sick, catching a cold, they'll use this. If they have joint pains, they put this on their joint pains. If they have muscle aches, they put Vicks on there. Soothes the muscle. And the box tells you that too. Let me get my glasses here again. My eyeglasses. See right here? This tells you the facts about the usage instructions. First, you put it on your hand. See how this person takes it? Put some in their hand. Then they rub it on their muscles, on their joints. See the picture? The muscles in the joints. And it's good. It takes away the pain. It soothes the achy muscles. And let me tell you, it's good. Let me tell you what happened to me 2 days ago. I was cold. It was kind of a chill. Even though the house has warmth, the cold wind from the outside, when you go outside and come into your house, you carry the cold wind with you. When you're outside, you carry the cold wind inside your body into the house. It doesn't care how hot your house is, how warm it is, the wind is already in your body. So I go outside 2 days ago and I'm chilly. So I drink some tea and some of the chill goes away, not too much. Then the next day comes and I have a backache. And let me tell you what happened to my backache. I thought I had a kidney infection because that's the area of my back that was hurting me. And so I was afraid. So I waited till another day go by. Another day go by and I told somebody in my family what was going on with me. And they told me that They tell me what? They tell me, didn't you buy some Vicks VapoRub for storage? Yeah, but it's almost gone. Well, go ahead, put it on you. And I told them I can't reach the area of my back. I can't reach it over there. Where the kidney is, you know, I have a little muscular arm. You know, my muscles is big, kind of big. And so the person, okay, I rub it on your back. Tell me what the area. Okay, thank you. So I took some Vicks. Right away, they rubbed it on that area of my back that was hurting me. And when I cough, it hurts me over there, the muscles. And I thought, you know, and so the more the person was rubbing the Vicks on my back, the more I felt relief of the aches. And the more I felt the coldness, the chill come out my body. You have a cold muscle and you try to rub it and you feel like a chill or some kind of sensation come out your muscle? That's how it felt. And right away I felt good. Right away. I thanked the person and everything. And I was very happy that the person was around to rub it on my back. You never know who's around to help you out when you need help. So what they say here about the muscles and the joints, it really does work. Also, you can use it for lung cold. Let's say you have a cold in the lungs and you're coughing, you have chest congestion. You can take some Vicks. Put some in your hand. Rub it on your chest, on your throat, and put a little bit outside your nose, your nostrils, or your nose. Not inside your nostrils, because one thing you'll warn, and it will burn you. They'll tell you not to put this inside your nostrils. But for years, my family put some outside, right here. And let me tell you, you inhale that throughout the whole day, slowly. And you feel relief. I love to smell, and I love the smell of Vicks. And it helps you out. It relieves the chest congestion. It takes out the cold muscles. It releases minor aches and pain. It's a topical analgesic ointment, and it's a cough suppressant. So, see, you can use it for the cough if you're coughing. So another thing I used to do when I have a congestion, I keep coughing, and especially if you're afraid you may have bronchitis, but you know you don't, but you're going to get it. You know that kind of cough. The best way to find out how strong how much coldness or wind cold went into your lungs. If you have a lung cold, is to breathe in from your mouth like this. And if you cough, if you feel like a sensation right down here in the back of your throat, and you feel like coughing, and you have a tiny bit, not much, a tiny bit of mucus, that means that your cough it went down to your lungs, and you have to get rid of that cough as soon as possible, or it may develop into bronchitis, which I sometimes used to get in some winters, cold-induced bronchitis from the cold. But before I get that, what I do now is I take the Vicks and I get a pot of water and I put some Vicks underneath the pot of water on the floor or the bottom of the pot. I get some water, then I boil the water, and when the water is steaming, the steam is coming off the water and it's very hot and boiling, I shut the dial off the stove. I get a towel, and not too close because I don't want the vapor or the steam to burn my face. And I get the towel and I put my face on top of the pot, away from it, where the steam is, and I inhale from my mouth. And then I'll start coughing because of the cold. But then as I do it, it goes away. I do it about 2 or 3 times a day, and it's gone by the next day. Also from my nose, I breathe in from my nose and out my mouth. In my mouth, outside, and you feel it right here. Then I take some Vicks afterwards and I'm burning on my chest, my throat, put some in my nose, and it helps. Also, you can go to the store and buy yourself a Vicks humidifier, where you get some Vicks and you put it on your humidifier, put some water, and of course only in the humidifier, plug it in, put it on, and you go to sleep, put it in your bedside, or put it in a chair when you're reading or relaxing or taking care of your cold. Maybe you want to sit up and read a book or go on your computer. Put the vaporizer on, the Vicks vaporizer on right next to you, and you'll be inhaling and suppressing the cough and giving the congestion of your chest. That's if you have common cold symptoms. Okay. Now, if you really have bronchitis, lots of mucus, and the cold's a very bad cough, go to a doctor's. Don't do anything. Don't treat your cold with anything until you go to a doctor's, because he may have better medicine for you to give rid of that. You may be developing bronchitis. Sometimes in a cold winter or a cold in the fall or autumn season, you go outside, especially here in the Northeast, where I'm at, and you start coughing when you get back out. When you go outside and come back to the house, you start coughing. And it gets worse and worse. You got a lot of mucus, and you think you have a bad cold, but what you got is probably a cold-induced bronchitis, which means that before you can take care of it, go to your doctors. Now, if you don't want to go to your doctors, then use medicine, Vicks humidifier, Vicks VapoRub, anything you can get to take care of the cough, and see if it goes away in time. It doesn't, see your doctor. He has recommendation. He'll recommend maybe a special over-the-counter medicine. He may give you an antibiotic. He may, doctor, he or she, depends on the doctor, could be he or she, will help you to treat your problem. Okay, the doctor will listen to your chest. Probably do maybe even take, if you have a lot of mucus, also takes an example of your mucus. You never know. Maybe you have a bacterial infection, right, causing bronchitis. You never know, right? But the thing about it is that drink a lot of hot tea, soups, and see why, and take care of yourself. We're at the very end, almost the very end of the autumn season, and we're heading for the winter. This is the 15th of December, and fall or autumn is just about over. What, next week? Probably, yeah, be over, if that. And then because Christmas, before you know it, some people get sick for Christmas. And I got sick once for Christmas. I had a bad cough. My chest was hurting me. I thought I had bronchitis, but I didn't. So that's how it is. So try some Vicks VapoRub. I like the smell of it. Put it in your chest. Rub it on your throat. Put some outside your nose, a little bit outside your nose, not inside your nostrils. If you read the instructions, you shouldn't put it inside your nostrils. And put some in your back. Now, if you have some person, if you know a person that can rub your back with this, because you can't reach your back, then use that person and thank them. But if not, do this. I once did this many years ago with the Vicks. I got a compression wrap. You've seen those rags? I took a rag, like a towel, and then in the middle of the towel, I'll put another smaller towel, like a square of the towel. And I took some Vicks, lots of it. That's how scared I was that I had bronchitis. And I took it, and then I took the rag, because I could reach it. If I put it in my back, and I took both ends, and I tied it up. Almost like putting a diaper on a baby. Almost like that. So this is what I did. I took a large towel. Then I took a smaller towel, like a hand towel, or a napkin or something. And on a smaller towel, I put lots of Vicks. And then I folded everything like this. I folded one side in, the other side in. And I had two ends. I put the Vicks right in the small one. I put the Vicks in the small towel in the middle, and I did this. And I put it on my back like this, on my back, and I had two ends sticking out. Now, at one time, I noticed that I was too wide, and that the two ends would not reach for me to tie. So I got another material. I could be like a little, another piece of rag or that's real long. Anything that's long that you can tie around, even a belt. If you have a belt that you put in your pants to hold your pants up, if you can tie that around you, you can. So I took it and I put this on my back, and it worked. Okay. Now sometimes if you fold it too much, you won't be able to get the you won't be able to get the full effect of the treatment. So what I did, I took the square to get. I was feeling better. But I wanted more full treatment. So I took the square rag off, and I just put the Vicks on a towel, and then I put the whole thing on my back. Then I took a rag or a piece of cloth, real long one, or a belt, depending what area you have. But I used a rag or a cloth that was very long, and I tied this whole thing on my back with the Vicks like this, and I tied it almost like doing a baby's diaper. You know, you put the diaper around the baby and you tie it like that, the two ends. So if you cannot reach if you have nobody to help you reach your back, just get a towel, put some Vicks on it, lots of it, put it on your back, and then tie it with something. If you have a belt, tie it with a belt. If you have anything, use it. And that way you can treat your lungs. So if you have a cough, or lung congestion, chest congestion, and you're coughing, and you know it's a common cold, right? You know you have chills and everything. Do it that way, okay? And don't forget to get the pot of water and put some Vicks in the pot of water. Boil the water and inhale it. Put a towel on you, around you, and inhale it. Don't get your face too close to the towel. I mean, to the steam or the pot. You'll burn your face. And they say steam. It's good. Water steam is good for the face too, isn't it? So that's what you do, and you go like this, and you notice your cough is still going away. Now you know what I did one time? I didn't have any Vicks at all. I ran out of Vicks. Like now I have storage, but I didn't have no Vicks, and I had water, and it worked with water. So I noticed that in my room I had a small bottle of eucalyptus oil, and I took some and I put it in the water and I boiled it, and I inhaled it with the steam, and you feel it right here. And the first thing you do when you inhale it, you start coughing 2 or 3 times, and you feel the vapor of the eucalyptus steam going into your chest, and you feel good. It takes it away, believe me. Now, if you look at the ingredients right here, it shows you the Vicks has eucalyptus oil and it has camphor. So eucalyptus was in my little oil, in my little bottle. You go to a supermarket, you go to a store, any store, you probably get it. You get it right here. You get a small little bottle that says eucalyptus oil, and you put it in the water. And let me tell you, it works. It works wonders. But also you can get the humidifier. It says Vicks humidifier. You'll see the Vicks sign. See that Vicks sign there? On there, on the box. You plug it in, you put water, you put some Vicks on it, and let the steam, especially if you have to go to sleep and the cough is keeping you awake. You put some of this on your chest, on your back, on your throat area, on your nose, not inside your nostrils, in your nose, outside your nose a little bit, and you put on a small little table, night table by your bed or by a chair. You put the humidifier on, and you're breathing in the vapor, because the humidifier, you see it shooting up of the humidifier. You see that the humidifier is throwing up the steam and the Vicks at the same time, just like the pot of water does. So if you don't want to get the humidifier, you can get the pot of water and put some of the Vicks in the bottom of the pot. Put the water and just spoil it. But you have to turn off the heat. Turn it off. You don't want to put a towel on with the flames or the heat on. You want to turn it off. Okay? You don't want to put your face too close, and make sure that when the water is finished boiling, that you turn that heat off. Okay? Because you may catch a fire or burn your face. All right? And don't get too close to the pot with the towel. All right? A little way, go. And you see it works. Vicks works wonders. It has a lot of uses too. A lot of other uses. If you have a body aches, of course you're going to take an anti-inflammatory, right? Me, I take two Aleve. And that gets rid of my body aches. But put this on the area that's hurting you. The Vicks. You have joint pains. Put the Vicks. Okay. I would take for my joint pain. I take two Aleves and I get some Vicks and I put it on my joints. I'm as good as new. They say, oh no, if you're taking medicine, don't take Aleve, or because it has this and has that. If I'm in pain, my dear friends, let me tell you, I would take two Aleves, put some of those on my joints, and I'm good. Sometimes the two Aleve will do the job itself. That's how it is. So good luck with your common cold. But if you have asthma and you have bronchitis, go to your doctor. The cold air, especially in the Northeast, or any cold area, will cause you, if you don't take care of your cold right away, it may turn to bronchitis. The best way to know, to monitor if you're going to catch bronchitis or that you might have bronchitis, is that when you have a cough, a persistent cough with mucus, inhale from your mouth deeply. Inhale, and if you feel a sensation here, and you cough, then you better treat that cold as soon as possible, or you may get bronchitis. And if it gets too bad and you have a lot of mucus, see your doctor or care provider, medical care provider. You need it. All right. All right. So good luck with the Vicks. This does wonders. Wonders. Use this. Trust me. Have a good day, and I hope you the best health. Bye-bye.